map lead right now over Renegades, which means that if this series finishes in a, well, if it finishes quickly on this map, then we might have a little bit of downtime between when this map finishes and when the next best of 3 starts. So bear that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind moving forward. But for now, we are going to be bringing you guys the Misfits versus Complexity matchup, and it looks like it's just going to be a YOLO push into B. And that is just not going very well for them. Relics!
Okay.
What the fuck?
Alrighty! Woo! Dirty round from Relics.
Reddit!
Wow. Alright. So that just happened. Relics going ham sandwiches right there. Nicely done. Misfits gonna find themselves with a 1-0 scoreline to start off. And look at this underpass peek. Lower dark. Oh, and he just threw the bomb down to him too. Why not? Six gonna find himself a double. Molly into the lower stairs. That's gonna be Twist to pick one up. And they're gonna push in towards the upper part of things. Left Def on 7 HP to the top side of mid. Just coming around, he's gonna get one banged down though, so no extra joy for him. Nice shot from Def. Shazam in middle, in the taps. Nope, Surreal's gonna get a deagle frag as well. Pop flash comes out around the corner, they're still looking for it. P250 comes out and finally finished off. They lose 2 weapons out of the round, but it's all good. Misfits making some money in these opening couple of rounds. It is gonna be that 2-0 scoreline as well. Man, we got Just 9 and up in here. We got Akis in here. The whole crew's in here. I like it, boys. I like it. It's good to see some players that have played at some pretty high levels up in this B. Alright, Uber. He was anxious to get into that B-bomb site. Rest of his team, not so much. Twist, though, trigger discipline. Looking for a little bit more over here. Flashbang goes out, sick with the deagle in mid's gonna take down 2. Looking for another one. He does good damage onto 8. There it is, Shazam finishing it off. 5 alive. Money in the bank here for these boys. So they're gonna be looking pretty good moving forward. I expect them to maybe keep those 2 UMPs. Shazam might even keep the scout moving forward, so it'll be curious. Surreal on the op. Is he going to take a shot down mid? He is. Able to connect, though. Actually having a little bit of a duel here in mid, too. Shazam trying to find the peak. Look at this catwalk push from Relics, too. He's all the way up towards their spawn. Ape is screwed. Hello! Finally, they're able to take down Relics, and Twist trying to get aggressive through a smoke. He's gonna get taken down.
I just got shot through a fucking smoke.
Wait, how did they do that? We double mollied lower. It's crazy. Timing, I guess.
I should have fell off.
Oh my god, we had such a good play too. Well, I killed the guy top mid, and then we would have been Gucci. That was hella weird. We have mad money. I feel feeling we're gonna win this round though.
I should have lived 100%. So you, man.
Sean, don't peek it. Sean's dead.
Sean.
Brexit.
Brexit. My god.
I can't. This guy's offing the long push this time? What?
Wow, he spammed me to a single.
Sean.
He spammed me. That means the offer must have just ran out.
So listen, I walked in mid, killed the guy. We double mollied lower. I turn around, there's 2 people just out mid, like Xbox, shooting me.
Yeah, they must have ran through the molly lower.
Yeah.
Through my molly?
I also mollied it. What the fuck?
Must be low. I guess not the guy I scouted, but...
It was a good idea too, because that guy ran around the corner, pumped her with that knife out.
Sorry, we still have money. Let's... I thought we were gonna win that round. We had a guy palm tree, killed him.
I got shot through the smoke. Okay.
Alright.
You just want to double op right away, man.
Well, that's actually one of the fun things about
should.
casting these Go TVs for DreamHack.
Handle it.
Just
like,
Nyx
aren't organized enough.
is that they actually have voice enable turned on for it. So as the round breaks down for one side or the other, you get some pretty hilarious comms sometimes. So I just kind of let them go while I'm doing the commentating. I mean, there wasn't much to see there at the end of the round anyway. Sick was saving an M4 in T-spawn, so... You know, what am I going to commentate during that? Oh, the bomb's ticking faster. The bomb's going to explode. Oh, the bomb exploded! So I just figured I'd let them flap their jowls for a little bit. So now we come back into this one, and it is a 3-1 scoreline. The force buy comes out from the Misfits side. They've got okay utility behind this, but Relics just gets punted right back into the B-bomb site. Not necessarily ready for that to come out. Long spray from Sick does good damage.
Okay, I'm just slow. I'll give you the op next time, because I was holding for him and he still raped me.
It looks like at this point it is going to be a save, but Sean's going to go down to the lower peak. Surreal's AWP is quite quick.
He's going C-spawn.
He's shown these last 2 times.
With his 10 ping.
Fuck.
You know, those gloves that Twist have are sick.
Just op door next time if we have an op there, I guess.
Window's good, but I think the scaffolding.
Yeah, I would have been stuck. But even then, I should have literally posted exactly where you peeked.
They managed to salvage 2 ops out of that round, so not all is lost. They could potentially make a stand into this next round, but we'll have to see. They're going to force back into this round, so putting all their eggs in one basket right here, Misfits. Gotta hold the Alamo this time around, see if they can do just that. And flashbang out towards long A. A lot of pressure, a lot of presence down into the lower dark hallway. This is something that they've been doing time and time again, and now Shazam is going to have the AWP. He's not going to play too terribly aggressive here. He's going to peek out and see if he spots anything in lower. He's not going to see anything, so he's going to back up the stairs. He's got to be careful, though, in this position, because he can get traded very easily, and they're up on Xbox. Oh, and Android almost gives it up. There's the flash, there's the peek, and he's screwed. Really nice teamwork there from Complexity. That pop flash, $200 investment, just rendered a 4750 weapon completely useless into a round. Pretty wild. Plus he had armor and nades behind that, so it was probably close to a $6,000+ investment, $6,500 investment that he had there. Sick though with the op, gonna find one in mid. He is getting chased out though. He is gonna fall back, and he gets the return frag on Android, so giving his team a little bit of a chance in this round, but creeping on Cat, def.
What?
Finds Sean.
I guess they went back to A. There were team mid doors.
No, there were absolutely 2 out mid doors. There was also the last guy lurking up towards A. Sick has to hit that shot, and he will do just that. Now he's got to be careful. Sick! Oh, goodness gracious, Sick!
Fucking walks up with an op.
I didn't think you were gonna.
I was just crouching across, dude.
What a round from Sick. 4 kills on the round for him at that AWP. Has himself a bit of a round that time. 4-2 now for Misfits, and that was some stability that they were direly in need of. He absolutely didn't want to lose that round. That would have been a hard reset here for the Misfits side. Now they've got the Complexity side on the verge of a save. If they can pull this round back, Misfits, that'll cause the save round for the Complexity side and give them a chance at a 6-2 scoreline. Very slow round out of the Complexity squad. Catwalk seems to be the call to port to call. Is that fire gonna spread? It is. Sean's roasting. Finds himself a safe spot. He gets back into Goose. He does not know that Surreal is down there, though. They still check it? Huh. Okay. Shazam at long, gonna deny the bomb plant. That's good. Last man standing is Surreal. That's a reset. I'm surprised they still checked Goose. They dropped 2 incendiary grenades over into Goose, and they still checked it. That was interesting. They didn't have anybody close enough to actually hear that Sean was getting burned by the Molotov, so that was interesting to say the least. I mean, it's cool. Dunked on Surreal, 23 HP after that grenade. Ouch. I don't know, Joker. I'd have to watch it back from his POV to know whether or not he actually heard the tick of damage go out or not. I can't tell you for sure. That was just really odd to me that they threw 2 Molotovs there and then they decided to peek it anyway. Walking into the blender out middle, though, Sean and Shazam gonna culminate with 2 kills, make it a third. Is Sean gonna come around the corner and tap down Ape? That's gonna be the round, and 6-2 now, just like I said a couple rounds ago. If they were able to break the money for Complexity, they were gonna have themselves a good time, and now it's a 6-2 scoreline for Misfits. Now they just need to keep rolling if they want to keep that cash money going, because you can see their money isn't necessarily super healthy on the CT side. You've got 3 players that are over 3 grand, 2 that are under. So 1 round loss is going to just completely evaporate that CT money. And then they're going to have to buy back into it, and then they could potentially go down big. Shazam, though. Nice shot. Going to find Def. Backs off. Smokes double doors. That's the right play. I'm not sure, Friendly Chicken. I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, I'd have to watch it back from their point of view, but I'm pretty sure he was there at the very beginning of the round and didn't move. The only thing that would have given him away was the tick of damage that he took from the Molotov. Why don't you cast at bigger tournaments? Because those tournaments invite caster teams to go there. I would need to get invited to go there. It's not like I can just go, hey, DreamHack, I'm going to cast this event for you. They have to actually do the hiring for it. So until I get that call or that DM on Twitter, this is where I'm at. Which is fine. I've actually really enjoyed casting. It feels good to be casting again. So it's all good. So for now, the mid-B split is on. Good pop flash outside of the site. Sick is going to capitalize. Relics is there. 1 more to beat, and that's going to be Relics cleaning house. Sick and Relics locking down B. It's a beautiful thing to see. 13-2 for Sick, 9-2 for Relics right now, 7-3 for Shazam. Even Sean getting in the mix with 5 kills. 0-0-8 for Ape. It's a tough time to be an Ape out there. Tip your fedoras. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think the biggest hindrance for me getting invited to bigger tournaments is the fact that I don't have a full-time dedicated casting partner. So I don't actually, most of the time they want to hire duos, which is why you got DDK and James, you've got Sadakist and Henry, you've got Anders and Simler. They're the ones that do most of the casting work, so they get the invites to it. I don't get it because it's just me. And they're probably not going to hire a solo caster, so they would want to pair me with somebody. Which is fine, which is why I've always enjoyed working with Moses. But back to the action we go. Shazam's going to find one onto Surreal. He did find his way out middle, and he's also found his way to the grave, and Relics behind the smoke finds Android, so this is going to hell in a handbasket real quick. Sick outside on the scaffolding is going to get some tags up, but we'll see how things go into this one. Good peek from Twist on Catwalk, renders uber useless into the rest of the round, and it's down to Def with 19 HP. Gonna take the peek out. Does take Sean, but he is gonna go down, and it's a pretty solid half score now. 8-2 for Misfits. Starting to pull ahead. Who would I want as a casting partner out of the current casting roster? I think you do well with Sponge as your color commentary. I've talked to Chad a couple of times about getting casts going, but he's either busy with events or he's in Australia, which means the time zone difference is really hard to coordinate. I would love to cast with Sponge sometime. Ideally, I think Moses would probably be my favorite person to co-cast with, but that's just because we've worked together before and we've got pretty good synergy with each other. I'd also like to cast with Dazed sometime and Sean Garris. I think that would be a fun cast. Even a Dren, I think would be fun to cast with. Keep it casual, you know. I've always wanted to do like a rated R cast with Sponge, just like a X-rated cast. I think that would always be funny. So back into the game we go. Kind of a stalemate. Again, it's going to be that catwalk presence from Complexity. We'll see if they can do anything moving forward here, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough for them. Cream Man. AWP in the hands of Surreal. They've crept Android out mid, but he might get caught. He will. Relics, are you ready for the second? No, he's not. He is going to go down, and Def is going to be able to open up mid, but the big thing is they're committed pretty hard to this catwalk push. Shazam is going to have to hit these shots. These flashes are so encompassing, but Sean is there. Sean is doing work right now. Sean with the triple. Def, your last man standing. Sean Garris single-handedly locked down that A bomb site. He's even got the AWP and escapes. He never even got touched from that position at barrels. Well played from Sean. 8th Wonder UK, I was just answering a question, brother. So again, 9-2. The scoreline gets extended one more time for Misfits here on the CT side. Let's see what they can do behind this time. They're going to pretty much have money for the rest of this half, given the money bonus that they've got. Good nade in deep, long house. Oh, Surreal just completely annihilated. Def is going to be on the AWP this time. And that's going to be a little bit of a change up here for the Complexity side. Usually it's Surreal that's opping, but maybe he feels a little uncomfortable with it. And Def should feel a little uncomfortable now as well. And Six going to find a second one. Nicely done. Relic's over there on B platform. Going to get locked down behind the Xbox, but there's a pop flash in. Allow some movement. Sick is going to chime in with a third. He has been dynamite with this op so far in this. He's 17-3. Shades of Twist from Cobblestone earlier. There's the flank, speaking of Twist. He's going to be able to find one, and Sean Garris gets the backstab into Uber. This is a disaster, a catastrophe for Complexity. I remember watching the old Complexity Armageddon video where they did all of the interviews with the players and things like that, and you heard them talk about their loss that they had to, I think it was Gamer Co. on Dust 2 back at CPL in 2006. And Jason Lake always saying, Dust 2's not one of our good maps. It's not one of our good maps. Shake it off. Well, it looks like that might have translated into their CSGO squad as well, because they're looking a little lackluster, a little flat-footed here. And these ops are just shredding them right now. Sick with 2 more kills, Shazam with 1. And Sick just sitting in the Molotov waiting for that peek. Or pardon me, Shazam sitting in that. Waiting for that peek, and he's going to get that shot out. Twist will fall to Surreal, but it is a 1 versus 5.
Cat is running up, I think. Well, that's what we tried.
Hands are so cold. Fuck Canada. That's a fucking Brexit peak.
Shazam laying down the last one. 11-2, man. Misfits bringing the heat, laying the wood. And knocking it out of the pipe right now. Pipe? Park. We'll see if they can continue on forward, though. But an 11-2 scoreline, this is a tremendous CT half. Say what, Mookums? Sean Garris with the opener. Lots of incendiary damage being taken here. Look at how low two of the players are. There's the push through. Shazam saves Twist's life. Another pop flash goes out. Twist going to peek around the smoke. He's going to find a second kill there onto Abe. Finally going to be rectified by a Android. Nice attempt at a spray transfer there from Relics. Not going to get the kill.
Together, I don't have time to call for another flash. You need a fucking...
Yeah, you should have just fucking done it. It was a good idea.
I was like 6 nades though.
Surreal with 16 HP, the bomb on his back in a dream. See if he can make anything happen to close out this round. It's going to be very difficult for him in the long run. He's going to smoke a mid to B, miss the jump onto Xbox. It's all part of the strat.
No, that's a 6 smoke, man. Really faked everybody out. Really got him.
What if he threw it from long? What if he
He doesn't know that smoke. No way he knows it.
What if he threw it the Skylar?
12-2 scoreline. Money for days for the Misfits. Looking like this could be a 13-2 halftime score. It's been a pretty wild ride on this CT side, but this is a whole different side of Misfits that we've seen on Dust 2. They looked flat-footed and lost when they played earlier. When they played on Dust 2 versus CLG, CLG was able to read them, pick them apart, and do some good work against them. Probably because they know the way that Sean Garris plays this map. Relics has an AUG. I think that we should focus on Relics this round. Prius, what do you think? Not sure if he's going to get much action, but Sean able to open up. Sick is going to get dinked down to 30 HP. And now's where that AUG could come into play. They're starting to think about going out through mid. They're going to go back over towards B, and Relics is ready. He's here.
Pretty sure there's 2B just right.
They start trying to walk out from behind the smoke, and here they come. And there's the AUG! It's a mowdown! Relics with 2, looking for the third, he's not going to be able to get it. Surreal, the last man standing with 2 kills to his name. Should be able to get that bomb plant, but he's actually all the way to the back of Platt, trying to get the AWP, so he's wasting a little bit of time right here. We COD, fam. We COD. Sean didn't even realize where it was getting planted, but that's okay because Twist comes in from tunnels and finishes it off. 13-2. A massive CT side half from Misfits. A pistol round will more than ensure, or should ensure, the fact that they will be able to walk away with this one with a victory and close this out with a 2-1 scoreline. Yeah, you seem to have a couple of bots here in chat, bro. I've been banhammering them as I see them. Feels good to feel that power again. So the way that it looks right now, let me go look at the HLTV stats real quick. The way that things look right now, HLTV.org. Okay, I screwed it. I screwed it up. Okay, so looking at the Liquid Renegades matchup, series is 1-1 right now. The second map went into double OT. So the first map went triple OT, second map went double OT, and they still have a third map to play. What an insane series. So they're going the distance. They're going on to Dust 2 for their third and final map. We could potentially swap over to there for the next one. Oh, you cheated! That's some vac toe right there. Alright guys, so into the second half we are. Complexity on the ropes right here. Misfits with a 13-2 scoreline in that opening gambit. And they have been brutal so far. Flash out from long. Relics and Sean Garris going to be leading the charge, but the bomb is on the other side of the map. It's all a ruse. So if they can get out and get a pick, they're going to spot that player down in pit. They're going to go toe-to-toe, and Relics is just going to annihilate Uber. We saw the power of Relics on the last pistol round. This time he will get shut down. But Sean is there. They're smoking long A. Look at the rotation as well. Open B bomb site. Boom. Shakalaka. Like I said, it was all a ruse, and now Sean's going to be able to rotate all the way back around from T-spawn. And he's going to be able to join up with his comrades over there in B. Shazam finds Android. It's all over, boys. Not a lot they can do to come back from this one unless they hit some crisp headshots, and that's going to be one for Def. Close angle here. That's going to be one more for Twist. Make that two. Ape on the board finally, but it's not long-lived. Sean Garris is going to finish him off. A really difficult match here for Ape and Uber, both sitting at 1-14 and 1-15 respectively, but really tough spot for Complexity here. Misfits on tie point. Scout 2 AKs and 2 MAC-10s. There's a good tag on a Shazam. Scout going to work here. Ape going to be on back plat with a Scout. Oh! There's just nothing he can do right now! Nothing he can do! Good God. Okay, apologies that you didn't get to see that. Ape went back plat on B with the Scout, and Sick just one-tapped him running around the corner. Just one-tapped him. Oh, man. Up close and personal by Uber. He's going to go down as well. Sean Garris gets traded out. And there you go. Def is going to get dropped. It's all down to Android 1 versus 3. Now, this was the hero of Cash earlier. I can't imagine there's a whole lot that he can do into this round. It's pretty much locked down.
Come out, dog. I'm so happy.
Twist going to be able to find that final frag on an Android, pushing it to map match and series point. And you know what that leg means, boys. So as it looks right now, Misfits are going to be joining these other teams at DreamHack Las Vegas. But we'll see how this final round pans out here. Good tag on the Shazam. Barely misses that tag. Shazam still peeking out here in middle. Relic's throwing that mid-B smoke. Catwalk push coming around. Sick down to 3 HP. Shazam still trying to make this Scout work. Uber is going to be able to dispatch, so that's his second kill of the matchup, but still such a long ways to go for them to come back, and that's not going to help as Uber goes down on Cat to the hands of Sean Garris. They're still looking for it here. Nobody holding on the A-bomb site anymore for the CT side. They've rotated all their players out. Surreal's going to try to get up here in time. Relics is going to drop. That is only a MAC-10 lost. Flashbangs go out. 3 versus 3 situation.
I meant to jump on the rail water.
Slow rotate for Ape. Coming around from lower. P90 to hand, trying to get some more kills on the board to save it for his team, but Surreal's going to find Shazam. It's down to a 2 versus 3. Sean Garris, though, will be able to find one. Twist going to finish off Ape. They just need to find Android.